everybody. Welcome to my office. Today we are here for all things Snow Gardener 307. We are sitting in my office because I have a ton of stuff to do. I've already gotten quite a bit of stuff done. And you guys, I am on a journey of building my business back up where it was at the beginning of the year, as well as creating a business that is going to be able to sustain me for many years. Many years. So if you want to join me for some cash counting, some going to the bank, some filling Etsy orders, some random chit chat and thoughts, then make sure you stay tuned. So excited you guys are here today. It has been, by the time I put this up, it will have been, I think, 3 weeks since I've done a video, and that was not my goal. I was trying to do at least 3 to 4 videos a month for this channel, but guess what? Life happens. And one thing you're going to learn about me is I share with you guys real life. So if you are here to see nothing but good things, then you are in the wrong place. However, I do try to stay focused on the positive things because I believe whatever you put out in the world is what comes back, right? You put positivity out, hopefully positivity comes back to you. So today I have already filmed YouTube video. I've already edited it. I've already put it up. We have got a lot of shorts that I want to film today. I do batch filming and I need to do this so that I can keep sane, right? But I can't film those for you guys because when I film my shorts, I'm using this camera. So you guys won't get to see those, but of course you'll know that I am creating them. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my creative process, how I decide what I want to do, how I set my schedule, and we're going to count some money. We're going to fill some Etsy orders. We're going to do that type of stuff. So let's go ahead and flip you guys around and we'll get some Etsy orders filled.
Around like an ocean in my head. Some really good packaging. I use all of the packaging paper and recommend that all my manufacturers send to me, and then I ship out orders to you guys. It's a money service and you get that back. But I'm actually use this box to send out fabric to my seamstress because if you don't know, I took my seamstress and she sews a good amount of my product for me nowadays. I set out the samples, I come up with measurements and designs, I purchase fabrics and everything like that. So now at the point where I'm prepping for my fall launch, so I'm stocking up my inventory, I'm going to send over a whole bunch of fabrics to us today so that you can take a look at them, start cutting them out, start making inventory, and you can launch with a good amount of inventory already made. Having people working and help with this business has been like the best thing ever in the past year. It seems like you always have this quickly book every single one of these quickly. So that's not what you do.
Right now, I am looking up online. I need a new book to read that has to do with business. And I was just watching one of my favorite YouTube creators. She just inspires me. She puts me in a good mood. Her videos are relaxing and fun and informative. And it's just one of those things, right? You've got to find those. So she recommended a book that is by Sam Vander Whelan. And it is When I Start My Business, I'll Be Happy. A practical, no BS guide to successful online entrepreneurship. That is a hard word for me to say. So I'm thinking about getting this. I let my Audible go, you guys, because I have so many books that I already own that I didn't want to do that. And so to buy this book online on Amazon, the hardcover, that's what is offered, is $25.11. Now, of course, truly, you guys, this is a business expense, but I'm trying to be careful not to just spend money nilly-willy, right? But this is something that is going to help me in my business. It's going to help me in my growth. I love to read, and it is one thing that I have not been great at lately. However, I have been listening to Audible books that I already have. I think I've listened to 3 Audible books in the past 2 days. So I have been doing that. This is a brand new book, you guys. It just got published in April, and it does have a 5.0 rating on Amazon. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and get it. And it is a hard copy. And, to make things easy, I just do Amazon. You guys, I live in a small town. There is not a bookstore. Oh, I wish there was. When I went to Wales and I visited that bookstore, oh, it brought back such good memories. I love a good bookstore. And man, I can spend a lot of money at Barnes and Noble, but my favorite bookstores used to be the mom and pop bookstores. Those were my favorite. All right, so let's see if I've got any credits or anything that I can use, because I do use my Amazon store card. I don't even think it's a credit card, and I get 1% back, and I use those a lot of times for personal things, even though this is for my business. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the book. I'm going to go ahead and go with the fastest timeline, and it says that I can get it by September 6th. Today is September 4th. So maybe I will start reading it before I release this video. Maybe not. I will let you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and place this order right now. And so yeah, the book is $25.11 plus tax. So I've got that order placed. What do you guys like to read? I love just books that are mindless, that I love to listen to. Right now in my Audible, I am listening to a fun series that is by Jana De Leon, I think is how you say her name. And I believe there's like 28 books in it. And I am on book number 13, I think I'm going to be starting. I just finished that. And it's the Misfortune series. And that is Miss, like M-I-S-S, Fortune. And it's been a fun series. All right, so I got a book ordered. Now I need to get back on task and do what I need to do, because I tend to have squirrel moments. Do you guys have squirrel moments? I've got to make sure that I stay productive. this should equal $302. The ATM is really struggling. I don't know. The ATM is struggling. So I want you guys to know, when I put all the bills in the ATM, I put them all the right way. That's right. That says 301 and it's supposed to be 302. Is it going to say, we don't want this dollar bill? Why, yes it did. It said, we don't want this dollar bill. It's probably that right there. It looks like it has some tape on it. But we're going to try to get it to take another dollar bill because we need every dollar to go in. I just selected okay. It does not want this dollar bill, you guys. It says, no, take it back. It does not want it. It's an L buck, so it's not even one I collect. So I could have went and looked in my wallet really quick, but we're going to be $1 short on our deposits. Not far. Let's go mail a few packages. You stay here with the dogs, okay? Be right back.
Hey, did you miss me?
Packages dropped off. Now, to get out of the post office parking lot, that sometimes is the toughest thing. We're gonna go for a little drive since the puppies are here, and this is easier to get through than trying to cross Main Street, as we call it. It is actually the highway that goes through our town. That has 2 pedestrian lights, no stoplights in my entire county. I always tell people that because it's pretty crazy. And in Wyoming, the counties are large, they're not small. So no stoplights, no fast food in my town. The only fast food that there is in our entire county is a Subway that is about 35 miles from me, and it is part of a gas station. So this is where the puppies like to drive. Not really. It's just an easy thing, and it circles us around, and we go through the park, and then if there happen to be any deer or moose there, then they can bark at them, and it makes them feel better because they think they're big dogs. Not seeing any deer or moose. The reason why this park ends up with a lot, as do most of our parks, is because it is butted right up against Pine Creek that goes through our town, and they of course are always near the water. Today I had to chase a deer out of my yard earlier, so I'll go ahead and put that footage in here for you guys. Psst. Go. I think I found the culprit who's been eating all the flowers. Okay, let's get home. We've got stuff to do. So the lighting is going to be crazy because it's coming in the window, but I'm enjoying the light, so I don't want to close it. So, you guys, to organize myself for my new adventures in making shorts, because that is new content for me. And earlier today, I saw I had a ducktail sticking out of my hat, so I didn't even realize that. I had created a little sheet to keep track of everything I wanted to post and what platform I posted it on, stuff like that. And then I went ahead and grabbed one of my notebooks and created my little tracker here. This is for my daily gameplay for my mortgage payoff. And so, of course, I am not only posting it on YouTube, but I'm also posting it on Instagram as well as TikTok. So I use the same video on all three platforms, but YouTube is a pain in the butt sometimes because even though it's a short, it will get a flag for a copyright. And so, of course, I am uploading it to TikTok first because it's the easiest. And then I'm taking that video and putting it onto the other platforms. So for me, I am a little bit anal and I like to be organized. And I think if you are a creator, especially a content creator, you need to have some sort of organization so that you can keep track of everything. But this one I just started. This is a new sheet and this is going to start on September 10th. And so this is September 10th through October 7th. And that'll be 4 weeks of content creation. And yes, I do continue on planning, or not planning, but keep filming these videos. I started filming the daily videos on August 13th for the games. And no, I don't film them every day. So I do batch film them. And that is what I'm getting ready to do right now is batch film. And in order to make my life easier, I make myself a little cheat sheet of what I need. And so my little cheat sheet right here says that I need to film 4 shut the boxes. They're not all going to be in a row, but I'm going to film 4 shut the boxes, edit the 4, and then post the 4 on the days that they go on. And then maybe the same day, I will film the next one, which is some Dicetropolis games. And I have 3 of those to film. But you guys, I don't film one every single day. And that's probably kind of cheating. But there are some days when I'm out of town or whatever, so I wouldn't be able to film a video like this. And of course, work smarter, not harder. So I actually need, let's see, 7, 10, I need 13 videos filmed between the different shorts. There are 5 different games that I'm planning on filming, so that's what I'm going to be doing here shortly. I told you guys I can't show you that because right now I'm still only using my one phone. I do have a camera up on my shelf up there that I saved money for with my YouTube earnings, and it's still new in the box, and it's at least 2, 3 years old, and I have figured out that I have a fear of change, a fear of new technology. You know what else is sitting in a box right now, right outside my office? A brand new computer. Now, I have not had it that long. I promise you guys I haven't had it that long. But for me, actually, maybe you guys can help me with this. I have a lot of stuff on this computer specifically for my business. I have a lot of artwork. I have a lot of files that are saved onto this computer that are for my business that I often reuse. And of course, for the artwork, it is the original artwork from my sister-in-law over at 307 Design Studio, who creates Georgette, Fred Jr., What the Duck, Ozzy, and now Georgie. So she creates all of this artwork for me, and they're not small files, and they are saved on this computer. And what is the easiest way? I'm thinking a hard drive, like plugging in a hard drive, putting everything onto the hard drive, getting the new computer set up, and then doing that. This is, why I haven't done it yet, because I'm like, a flash drive's not going to work. That's going to take a huge flash drive. And then I could email some of the stuff to myself, and I guess I'm a little bit illiterate when it comes to electronics and this type of stuff. This computer that I am using right now is, I don't even know how old. I would guess 8 years old. And of course, back then, I didn't have any business. I didn't need to do that stuff. So that is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to go ahead and film some shorts. And then I did want to tell you guys about my creative process. So my creative process, truly, you guys, I just kind of roll with it. This is my personality. This is what you get. Like today, I don't have a script that I'm going off of. There's nothing on my desk that says what I'm going to talk about. And so it was kind of like the game a day. I just thought of it. I'm like, you know, it would be super fun because I wanted to start doing TikTok. I wanted to start doing shorts because I know there's some people that only watch shorts, right? So it's like I'm missing that whole genre, that whole opportunity to make money. Now, of course, it's going to take a lot of work to probably get monetized on anything else. It took me a long time to get monetized for my main YouTube budgeting channel, for my secondary channel where I mostly do grocery hauls right now, a little bit of canning. I'm probably going to start doing some sourdough because you guys, I jumped on the sourdough train. I've been wanting to make sourdough, I would guess, for the past 20 years. Truly, I've wanted to do it and I just never did it. I never did it. And finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it's probably not the best time in my life to do it because I'm home alone a lot. How much sourdough do I need? I've worked really hard to maintain my weight loss and everything. And your girl doesn't need to be making sourdough bread and sourdough donuts and sourdough cakes and all of this stuff. But I am super excited about that. But so you'll probably see that. And as another thing for my creative process, so if you look behind me right here, there's some savings challenges. And actually, somebody had asked if I would show how I have savings challenges organized. So let me grab a couple of these baskets. I found these baskets at Walmart. They were great for me. I don't need fancy. You guys, I really don't need fancy. I've seen some people's offices and they are absolutely beautiful and gorgeous and they have printed labels. They have all of that kind of stuff. For me, if you watch my channel, oh, the light isn't going to cooperate. If you know, sticky notes are where it's at. Let me see if I scooch these far enough up if you guys can see. There you go. So this stack right here, all of this is the On My Mind. So if you're not familiar with my products or my challenges, this is Spring on My Mind. So behind Spring on My Mind is summer, fall, winter, and then we end with Christmas. So, oops, that's upside down. So Christmas on my mind. That is how I have them organized. And depending on if I release them or I create things that there are multiple pieces to, they stay together. And so, for example, I did my bugs, as I was calling them. So you've got the bee, the queen bee, the firefly, and the ladybug. I created all three of those together. I was like, you know what? I really want to do a ladybug challenge. And then I found, I love this firefly one. It is one of my favorites, just with the night scene. And then on the back, you've got a roll and save. It is so cute. So, and then some of my first challenges are over here. Not the first ones that I ordered from Vistaprint. And so I'm not even a coffee drinker, but I have sold so many of these coffee ones. It says adulting is hard without coffee. And on the back, we have got a coloring challenge. So my challenges are all two-sided. And that is one thing that I started very early on. Speaking of early on, let me grab a different basket. And this is the Georgette basket. So this is not just Georgette, but all of the characters. The characters created by my sister-in-law. And so, of course, I didn't used to order from Vistaprint. I create my own challenges. I still do these. This is one of the things I want to get back into instead of just ordering them all. And this is Pretty in Pink. And this is Georgette and Fred Jr., if you're not familiar. And of course, on the back, we have got a coloring challenge. And you get to pick how much each amount is. So this basket is all of my sister-in-law's artwork. It's all of hers. And so one of the first set of challenges that I did was a theme for the seasons. And so we have spring fun, right? Spring fun. And this light is really making me mad. I'm sure it's making you guys mad too. And I'm sure you're like, Marlene, why don't you close the curtain? Because it's not that easy. There are lights up there for my filming. Like you can see one right here, right? That's what you're seeing right there. There are 2 lights there, and there are 2 sets of curtains because we live in an old home and it's cold as all get out. So I have some that help keep out the cold when it's cold. And before I know it, it's going to be cold. And so, but that is how I organize my challenges. Now, if you look on the other wall, there's my shelving unit, and you know what? Let me show you guys that right now. Why the heck not? So here is the other wall, and you can see it is plumb full of things and stuff. Up at the top, oh, look at, there's that camera right there. I was just telling you guys about. I told you guys it was in the box. I'm always real with you guys. It is a Canon EOS M50 Mark II. One of these days I'm going to use it. Up here, we have got stickers. We have got 3 ring combs. We have got my basket of savings challenges that I need to use. Good stuff like that. We have random things in these right here. And those are a little bit high for me to film and show you. And then we've got some dusty shelves. Yep, look at this. You ready, you guys? Oh my gosh. Real world. Showing you the real world. We've got an older picture of my family. And then we have got stickers and challenges and stickers and challenges. That is my son. That is Peyton. That is his senior year. I don't know if you guys can see it very good. There we go. That's his senior year. His hair now, you guys, is like down to here. It's just crazy. This lion right here was my mom's. So this is one of the things that I took, from the house as I was cleaning it. And if you recognize it, you might recognize it because it is part of the Precious Moments. So I took that. And then we have got challenges. And you guys, I'm not as organized as I used to be with the challenges. I'll be honest with you. That right there says new releases. That's not new releases. Just, you know, there's more challenges. The problem is I ran out of room. So I've got so many challenges and I've got so much stock that I had to change things around. I've got the real art challenges. This is my sister-in-law's, what I call her real art. These are her art pieces right here. She is an amazing artist. And so I've got a lot of challenges in here. All right, let's pull this one out, show you. So we've got ink in here. You guys see that? Just ink. Ink, ink, ink. Down here, I have got some labels, right, for my label maker. And so this is what this looks like. And I've got books that I've read or I am reading. We have got the Piggy Penny, which I'm not using right now. We have got the first edition of every book that I've made on the shelf here. We've got mailers. We've got all kinds of things and stuff. And then back in the corner, we've got books. And over here, we've got books. That's right. And I have more stuff in more places. So that is kind of what it looks like. I hope that explained how I organize my challenges. And I'm looking at my desk to make sure it's okay if I go across it to make sure there's nothing showing that you guys can't see. And it looks like it's okay. So we're going to go over to the other side so that you guys can see. And I just filled an order and I forgot to shut that drawer. We've got dice. We've got boxes. In here, we have got our notepads or Post-its, right? So these are Georgette dollar Post-its. And those are packaged and ready to go. We have got some dice here. Not ideal, but I had the dice stacked so high that I couldn't reach them. And of course you can see we've got challenges. These ones obviously are the baby challenges and they are just numbered because that is how they are in the listing. We have got envelopes and mailers there. Envelopes and mailers there. We have got extra backstock down there. We've got a dirty floor, a dirty shelf. Oh my goodness. And we have got books. And we have a lot of books over here. Let me show you guys. Let me sit down. We have 2 dog beds in here. One of the dogs will not lay in here whatsoever, and that's Loki because he's a little crazy and a little high strung. So we have got all the books ready to go to fill orders. And then in these cupboards here, we have more books. So that stack right there says no stickers with stickers. So these are ready to be utilized if I need them. No stickers. I have people that ask for no stickers. And if we open all of these, you're going to see something similar. Then we have got cardstock. A lot of people ask what cardstock I use. That is the cardstock that I use for my challenges. I am not a gatekeeper. We have got my happy planners there. This is past year's budgets. So this one right here, this is the current year's budget. This is last year's budget, the year before. So I do keep it. I was trying to decide if I wanted to keep them or not. And it's funny because I was just in here. So I just moved these two up to the shelf above because I was just getting these out. So we have got those, and we've got lamination stuff. We've got more books there, you guys, more books. We have got paper. This is obviously just regular paper. This is what I use to print off my budget kits for myself. We have more dice. We have my markers. This is what you see me grab all of the time. Here, this is stuff that Mr. Snowgartner and I use for our filming. And so I'm going to pack an order, and I've got one of these already made. But I can't remember which book she ordered, but this is what I need to make up. I know I need to make up at least one because I think she got Life of a Duck. And I don't think I have one of those made up. So I think I might need to do two for her. So we're going to do that next. And we have got Georgie. And then I used to have a lot more challenges here. But you guys, I have stopped using this cardstock because it was really, really hard on my printer. It is gorgeous. It is fabulous. It is thick, but the printers don't like it, and it was breaking my printers. So I need to actually do a redesign on that. And we've got our Life's a Beach book along with our Poppet book. I can tell you guys this, that since I have put these up as digital, I don't think I've sold a single one. And so, it makes my life a little bit easier, but, it costs a little. And then we've got my mailing supplies here. This is what I was cutting earlier. These are the thank yous. And I've got to show you guys something. Do you see this little line that's going through these leaves right here? Yep, my printer does that. And so I do it for these because it's freebies. And so if you look on the leaves right there, there's just a little bit there. That is the freaking Epson that I pay for every month, and it hasn't worked right. And then we've got all of the postcard thank yous for the books. And we only have one that doesn't have a postcard that was made for it. And so it's got one that I print. And then up on my walls, I've got the signs, and they make me happy. And you can tell that I made that one crooked by doing the dice. That's how tall they used to be. And I am so short, I can't reach that. Let's see. Can I do it? Can we get it straight? We're going to break something. It's actually been driving me crazy. So there we go. I did push my printer back to do that. So let me pull my printer back out. And this is a sign that Julia painted a long time ago. Sip happens. It's okay to whine. And I don't know. She was probably 15 or 16 when she did that. And this one right here is one that I need to look at more often. So most of these came from the thrift store. And there's one of my favorite ones is over here too, but you can't see it anymore. And it makes me happy. But I love this one right here. Relax and accept the crazy. So a little office tour. A little unplanned office tour. And, like I said, I just kind of roll with it. So let me put you back here where I had you. Ooh, look at that sun coming in. Not good for filming YouTube videos, but it's good for me because the sun makes me happy. So let me put these challenges back. Like I said, I got these from Walmart. And it just so happens that they fit 3 postcards across. So that works out great for me. And they fit in these perfect. Now, if I was smart, I would get another shelf and put it in here because I do have a lot of wasted storage space there. But that takes time and effort, right? Time and effort. Okay. All right, you guys. I need to get those stickers done. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I am going to be filming. So I'm probably going to go ahead. I'm going to sign off now and, tell you guys goodbye so that I can do the stickers. And because the sun coming down means it's getting later. And I'm actually working later today than I had planned to because I had squirrel moments and did some stuff that wasn't exactly work. So right now it is about 5:30. So I am going to go ahead and do these stickers. And then I'm going to film, I'm just going to film 4 of the shorts. I'm going to film them and then I'm going to call it a night, because if I don't, I'll be in here all night. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me for today. And I look forward to doing more of these types of videos. I will try to come up with some better filming arrangements and maybe film in some places besides my office, because I do create things outside of my office. I think the next time maybe we'll sit and make some books, because I have a lot of books that need to be made up. They are sitting in my living room. All right, you guys, until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everyone.